The ceasefire between Israel and Gaza has entered its second week after heavy fighting killed more than 250 people. Among the dead are one Indian and two Thai migrant workers. Raphael Geller reports on a community caught in the crosshairs of the conflict. The voices of some interviewees have been changed to protect their identities.
Atrachai Tamakeo has spent the past 2 weeks recovering at a hospital in southern Israel. He was injured when a rocket fired from Gaza landed on the shack he lived in. The incident happened as Atrachai and 7 other Thai laborers like him were taking a lunch break. They don't remember hearing sirens warning of a rocket attack.
ที่ยินเสียงจรวดมาตุ้มเดียวเลยครับก็รู้สึกเครื่องอะไรเข้ามาทับตรงให้หมดเลยครับยังไม่ต้องตั้งตัวอะไรเลยครับ
Atrachai's leg was crushed under the rubble. His arms and hands were also injured. 2 of his friends died from their injuries. Atrachai came to Israel a year and a half ago to work as a farm laborer to support his family back in Thailand. Now, after narrowly surviving a rocket attack, he just wants to go home.
เคยคุยกับครอบครัวที่บ้านครับว่ารักษาเสร็จก็จะขอไปอยู่บ้านกับพ่อกับแม่ครับพ่อแม่รออยู่ครับ
Thai nationals make up most of Israel's agricultural workforce. Thailand provides tens of thousands of nationals to work on farms in Israel as part of an agreement between the two sides. But the latest round of Israeli-Palestinian clashes has left the Thai workers afraid.
ก็ถ้ามีระเบิดเข้ามาก็หวั่นใจครับเพราะว่าไม่มีอะไรเลยที่พักอาศัยไม่ป้องกันอะไรได้สักอย่างแล้วเสียงไซเรนบางครั้งเราก็ได้ยินบางครั้งเราก็ไม่ได้ยิน
These workers have asked for their identities to be masked, as they're scared of repercussions from their employers for speaking to the media.
แต่ว่าเขาบอกว่าที่นู่นมีหลุมหลบภัยให้มีความปลอดภัยมีแต่ว่าพอผมมาปุ๊บมันต่างจากที่ได้ยินมาครับเพราะว่าที่ผมอยู่หลุมหลบภัยก็ไม่มีเสียงไซเรนก็ดังบ้างไม่ดังบ้าง
According to Israeli law, all new places of residence need to have a bomb shelter close by. But this legislation does not apply to older buildings, such as where these workers are staying. CNA tried to contact their employer, but he did not respond. It is unclear how many workers did not have access to bomb shelters during this latest round of conflict. But one of them was Indian national Soumya Santush. For 8 years, the 30-year-old worked as a live-in caretaker for a 90-year-old Israeli woman. A rocket from Gaza went through the roof of their house and exploded in the living room. Soumya was killed on the spot. Her employer lost both legs and is on life support in the hospital. Bitan Hanuch works across the road from where Soumya lived. He was among the first on the scene. Soumya left behind an ill husband, a son, parents and siblings, all of whom depended on the money she earned in Israel. The Israeli government has helped to send her body home.
All of the workers that have been injured or killed are recognized as victims of terrorist attack. It means that they will receive from the Israeli government compensation.
Shirley Sasson of Israel's Population and Immigration Authority says instructions on what to do in times of conflict have been translated into nearly a dozen languages, including Thai, and sent to workers. She visited the place where the 2 Thai workers died.
I spoke with the workers there and I asked them, why didn't he went to the shelter? And some of them told me that they've been in the shelter, they ran away, but I can be assured that there was shelter there, more than one. There was at least 3 that I saw personally.
It's not surprising that when an attack happens, many of these migrant workers panic and do not follow safety instructions. After all, many of them have never experienced war before arriving in Israel.
มันน่ากลัวคือถ้าเกิดเรานอนอยู่ดีๆหรือว่าเรากำลังทำกับข้าวหรือว่าทำงานอยู่มันตกลงมาเราก็คงไม่มีโอกาสจะได้สั่งลาเหมือนเขาหรือไม่ได้พูดอะไรกับใครเลย
More than 25,000 Thai nationals and over 11,000 Indian caregivers work in Israel. They are paid just over $7 per hour. It is more than what they may earn back home, but the price for that is that they could get badly hurt or even killed when caught in the crossfire of a conflict. Raphael Geller, CNA, Israel.